Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP, Stellar XLM, and VeChain VET. Now it's going to be in exactly that order, and here at the top you can see what articles or what tweets I'll be looking at in this video. So if you're interested in only one of them, make sure you just scroll through in the video because I'll be going over them in this order. Now guys, also make sure you understand that if this video can hit 300 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $30 worth of crypto to your choice in the next video. So either you can choose some VET, you can choose some XLM, or some XRP. Also guys, I have a second channel called Dusty Finance. I post here more traditional finance videos, and I definitely recommend you guys all to check this channel out. There's no advertisements on these videos. They're completely free and really took a lot of effort to make and are really fun. So go ahead and check them out. Now again, if you want to know how to enter the big giveaways that I'm doing, there's a $500 giveaway in this channel. All you have to do is subscribe, and on the channel you are watching right now, you only have to press the like button, comment something, and of course, have the notification bell on to enter the $30 giveaway. A question that has been asked by a quote-unquote trader/community member was, should Ripple burn 50% of XRP supply to pump its price? I instantly did not like it. So first of all, what would be happening if 50% of the total, which is not the proposition here, but if the total XRP supply will be just burned all the way, so all the way deleted, what would happen? Right now, we have a total of 100 billion XRP coins. If 50% were to be gone forever, it would of course increase scarcity, but that would also mean that Ripple would only have, let's say, about 5 billion coins left. Now, we know what type of plan Ripple has for themselves to really put these coins out and what they want to do with that. And one of the main points that they have is promote/innovate the XRP ecosystem. They're using a lot of the money to really innovate the XRP ecosystem, and that could then no longer be done according to their plans. Also, we know that they're releasing 1 billion XP out of escrow every month, but 80% or 20%, doesn't even matter how much percent of that, is going back into escrow, being locked up for another long amount of time. Now, the actual proposition here goes a little bit differently. A bunch of XRP fans are getting behind a proposal led by prominent crypto trader that Ripple should burn half the XRP held in its reserves. So I'm going to be assuming that they're only meaning what Ripple has in their reserves, meaning that's, let's say, about 25 billion of the total amount of coins. The logic here is that by reducing the supply, the coin's price will rise more easily, making it mint for everyone involved. The petition was of course started by Crypto BitLord, who has more than 100k followers on Twitter, and it has 300 signatures so far. It recommends that Ripple no longer release a supply of XRP onto the crypto market, suggesting this will lead to a pump like the good old days. Ripple continues dumping billions of XRP on us, crashing the price, the petition states, adding, sure, we know that XRP is a solid coin with major potential, but this needs to stop. And again, we have actually known Crypto BitLord for being really on both sides, very much supporting XRP, but on the contrary, also very much bashing them in some places in the past. So one thing I should personally add, my little 2 cents on the situation here, is that if they were to really get rid of half of it, right, I've thought about this for a very long time, if they were to really get rid of half of it, they will probably not be able to do as much as they want to. Ripple as a company, of course, as one of their main goals is to really innovate XRP because they're holding so much for it, right? They have their best interest in making the price of those coins go up. And really, if you're looking at it from their perspective, if they have half the amount of coins, they would probably want the price to be double as high, right? They would probably want that. I mean, that's a logical response to have as an individual. I could also agree to a certain extent, but I don't think there's any natural way that this could occur. By only getting rid of 25% of the total supply, they would want the coins to rise up 50% in value, or actually 100% in value in that case. But in what way? Because they've just sold a lot of their XRP, so they're not able to pump that much more money into making XRP better. So the only thing that we have going for ourselves then is the scarcity effect. And now, if you guys actually have any idea how cryptocurrencies or currencies in general work, scarcity effect means that as we know with cryptocurrencies, the amount of coins circulating are decreasing they're not decreasing every single day, but the total supply that we have that is available ever is decreasing every single day. It's solid in the maths, is the way it works. It goes at a very slow pace, so it's going to take a very long time for all the 100 billion coins to be depleted. But What we know is that if 25 billion of these coins, let's say it already got to a total of 100 billion, were to be gone all of a sudden, it would definitely create a scarcity effect, meaning the coins would go up in price. But one thing you guys are forgetting is that a lot of the XRP price valuation has to do with its utility. Now, if we know that Ripple is not going to be promoting XRP as much because they do not have as much to sell, they do not have as much to spend on XRP, I think it will actually have a counter effect to what we really expect, where, of course, the scarcity will take it up a little bit, but Ripple not being involved as much in XRP like they were before, like the schedule's all messed up, they don't know how to spend their coins now and whatever, I think it's all going to kind of even out, whereas it's going to just be kind of a pump and dump really quickly, which is something that I would personally not like. Again, if you do not agree with my opinion, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, as it is just a theory and it might well be far off from reality. It could be. A very cool question asked by TimCO01 on Twitter was, what's the reason that XRP went to $3 plus at some point? Was it just volume created by people and FOMO? If yes, the growth is just a matter of time, right? What are your thoughts, guys? And how I interpreted the question was, why could XRP ever get to $3 before? My answer to that situation is just pure luck. I know that sounds cringy. It sounds like a word I shouldn't be using when talking about crypto prices, but yes, I call it kinda lucky. I call it XRP being put into the right limelight exactly at the right time, exactly like it was supposed to, yet not really planned and whatever. Really, it was just kind of lucky. What I'm trying to say with that is, had the whole crypto space not been this chaotic, XRP would have definitely not gone to $3 yet. Reason for that is that the coin was not ready whatsoever to really be at such a high valuation. And the more that we're starting to see innovation happening in the space, the more that we continue on with these months, the more that XRP really gets out there, XRP gets used, the more that Spring tries to innovate and help SMEs, the more I'm starting to notice that XRP really needs and has or creates all of those value. And really, that's again how I like to evaluate coins. What did they do? What did they deserve? What are they useful for? In this case, XRP is helping with creating on-demand liquidity. And yes, a higher price does help with that per coin. At least I'm personally of the opinion that it does help for that. And now I can attach value to the coin. At first, it was kind of just lucky since they had an idea, they had a vision, and we knew a little bit about the coins, but they really went up just because of some FOMO, just of some luck. Again, that's what I'm calling it. Where the luck lies, actually, because you might be wondering, is that Coinbase had exactly some vague statements around the time that the Bitcoin bull run went up. So when the altcoin season popped in, added with the Coinbase FOMO popping up, altogether, a lot of other smaller things, again, were all helping out for the growth of XRP at that time. It all made it so XRP could really start to accelerate hard. And then exactly at the peak, Coinbase said, we're not planning to list XRP. Price dropped. Because back in the day, we all thought that Coinbase listing could make XRP propel like to the moon and back, maybe even to $10 when it was at about $3 or something. People were really starting to go nuts over price valuations. But then when Coinbase denied it, and even later when Coinbase put them on, we noticed it's not that much of a deal as people thought it was. Moving over into Stellar XLM, I've actually tried to look for Stellar XLM articles in many different ways, just looking at Stellar tweets, just looking at Stellar articles everywhere, but I find that it's really quite hard to find them. And when I looked at the price, I might have understood, or I might be able to understand now a little bit better why that is so. So Stellar has been one of the coins in my book that has always been performing really quite well, but now, over the last couple of weeks, it's gone down to the 11th position. Yes, that's pretty low for Stellar, and it's actually just going down and going down and going down. Over the week here, it has one of the worst movements with minus 7% on the week. Again, daily and hourly are not too bad, actually pretty good, but on the week, it's minus 7, which is definitely not too good. And if we're also looking at a monthly perspective, it actually goes along with a lot of other coins because they're quite the same, but that also again shows how Stellar has just been deteriorating instead of upgrading, and I'm not liking it too much. If you did not buy enough Stellar at the beginning yet and you're just layering your buys, then yes, this must be the best time ever for you, since we all still believe in Stellar. It is just a matter of making that turning point, getting BTC to run, getting alt season back, which could be coming relatively soon, as BTC is still holding its steam. But for right now, it's just a good point to accumulate, but really nothing special on the side. Stellar now available on eToro Exchange was kind of the highlight of the week or so. I thought it was pretty, not amazing, but pretty cool to quickly mention, as I personally don't use it, but eToro does so much marketing, and Stellar getting on there is just another little cherry to the pie, yet, again, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Stellar price analysis, Stellar may cross 0.083 by the end of this week. Yeah. Stellar continues to trade around 8.1 or 0.081 without any surge. Stellar may go bullish over the time span of the next 15 days and get trade above 9 cents. They were too positive right there. We only went down further. Stellar price analysis, Stellar XLM price plunge took the coin to 8 cents. And even when it plunged here and people already got scared and were confused, it plunged even more. It even went down further, and there's no reason for it to all just stop all of a sudden. I'm actually still seeing BTC as being on a dominance run, just trying to get that up all the way, maybe even to 80%, and then we start to see alt season. Getting all these altcoins back into position, start to gain hard, but for right now, yeah, it's not doing too good. Stellar records a downward journey from 10 cents to 8.4 in just a month. Yeah, not too much info here, it's just really what's been happening. But a little bit more exciting, a little bit more enthusiastic is the news from VeChain, and I hope you guys are also excited to read into that, because first of all, something that we already mentioned was that Hacken seeks a fresh start on VeChain, a new day on a new blockchain. Again, that's pretty much what happened. The blockchain cybersecurity firm Hacken is migrating its blockchain-related operations from Ethereum to VeChain. And again, we covered everything that they do, why they did it, what they're hoping for, what they're seeing, what their thoughts were, and everything. We covered it in the previous VeChain video, but I thought I should quickly mention again that this has been happening because it's quite a highlight. VeChain releases blockchain encrypted wine bottles for Australian winemaker. And again, this is also pretty amazing. Public enterprise blockchain platform VeChain has partnered with Australian winemaker Penfolds to release a case of blockchain encrypted wine bottles for sale as part of its wine traceability platform initiative, WTP. More specifically, the launch of Penfolds' Bin 407 in July marks the beginning of VeChain's WTP Phase 2, per a press release from VeChain on August 6th. The bottles from this case are reportedly available at the Waigaoqiao International Alcohol Exhibition and Trading Center, DIG's flagship store, and the Senlang Shangdu in Podong New District. As per the press release, each bottle inside the Bin 407 comes attached with an encrypted NFC chip. This chip reportedly contains the bottle's product information on the blockchain, which can be accessed with a chip reader. These details reportedly include the bottle's provenance information, which is verified by third-party auditors. It's pretty cool. Now, here's a little bit of a story about more blockchain and wine, how it's all coming together, but one thing that we do know is how VeChain is really trying to transform the food/logistics area by really trying to get in it all the way. Like, VeChain tapped to provide transparency for China's wine trade. I even don't know to this point what is new, what is old information, as it just kind of seems like VeChain is getting everywhere, but it kind of feels like some people are repeating facts as well. But that is because, wine is not a new thing for VeChain. Just the newer partnerships and newer companies that are working with VeChain are new in there. And yes, it's sometimes confusing. The VeChain-powered wine traceability platform now oversees more than 20 wines in Shanghai's pilot free trade zone, according to the company's statement on Tuesday. And there's a little bit more story about that. Why they did it was because there was a lot of counterfeit bottles, a lot of counterfeit things going on. And yeah, within that area of the world, I can definitely understand that as well. And these things are not that cheap. VeChain price analysis, VeChain VET made a steep fall yesterday. It's just one steep fall. Player, a decentralized gaming ecosystem, has released a new Alpha 0.0 update running on VeChain Thor mainnet. The latest update has two key features, including CSGO tournaments and smart contract. The new development supports all the action involving PLA transactions, staking of PLA, automatic match verification, transparent P2P transactions, and reward distributions. Pretty cool, right? Pretty damn cool. All these cooler new systems are trying to get on VeChain as soon as possible. They're trying to get on there. And yes, VeChain is definitely one of my most enthusiastic, most exciting coins at the moment. Even though in terms of price, I could definitely not be saying the same thing. In terms of development, in terms of how cool they are, yeah, it's really taken one of the higher spots. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you press the like button. Also, could you guys comment down below what I can improve on in these videos? Make sure you let me know. And also make sure you check out my second channel called Dusty Finance. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day.